We'll monitor
Wait,
the
what?
internet for
In the plane?
yeah, like if you're playing on a private app or just like different.
While
Let's
you're
say in the
in
USA.
air,
Yeah. Oh
you're
yeah. Like
flying. Planes in Europe is absolute dog shit. That is not a thing in Europe.
yeah, it used to be where I'd be worried about it because I would time out sometimes or it could be sketchy, but I'd say it's like 95, 96% good. And yeah, it's a nice way to pass the time if you're in a club and playing one of the private apps like Club GG. All right, well, we got a interesting turn here. So Ravid has got a inferior hand, but now all of a sudden is chopping, although it's kind of, I guess I don't know if with the button open though, it's gonna have a pretty wide range too, but takes control of the hand. And ooh, what an interesting river though. This is one of those ones that is now Rodrigo going to feel a lot better about. Although I'm curious what Ravi does here with 745 in the middle. This is interesting because he has got an interesting decision.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you could jam to get him off a chop, I guess, but yeah, this is gonna get called always. Not really much to think about, I think.
Spades missed, chop possibility to get blown off of. The sizing is curious, and I think he's going to fold. I just think I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I would think normally it would be oh, did he fold and show? What just happened? No. Okay, still thinking. I just looked at his hand quickly. I was like, oh, I thought his cards flashed up, but of course, whole cards are up. I don't know. I guys, what do you think at home? I think he is. Oh,
Wow.
Lays it down. Hand of the day, early candidate right there. And he has got 2.8 million. Does get out of the way there. Oliver also 3 million. Been pretty smooth. Joyle's had quite a ride, internet and otherwise, but he has chipped up. I mean, if you're Joy, you're feeling good at the moment. You're down to already 7. You were the shortest stack and you're disconnected. You guaranteed 82,000. 353 though. It's a little different, and we do see the next jump will put us into the 6-figure club. Always a big deal. We are going to see who gets this done today. Do you have any picks? I mean, obviously we did our draft earlier, but who's impressed you so far? Anyone do you feel like based on their seat and kind of how it's playing out? Anyone that you are impressed with?
I think Oliver and Ellis have both been playing well. Joyo, we haven't seen too much from. He's been kind of handcuffed by his stack. Geo has been fun to watch. Yeah. Doberman a bit too tight in my opinion, but yeah, I like it actually. Actually, it might be the perfect adjustment given just like how out of line geometria has been. It might be that Mr. Doberman was aware of this from final 3 tables, final 2 tables, whatever, that he was aware that the Geo was playing super out of line. So his decision was, okay, I'm just gonna knit it up and let him knock people out. Might be a very good adjustment actually. So yeah.
For me so far, at least one of them where he got the ace jack to fold. That stood out to me on the lead turn. Go big river. Rodrigo getting off and here now 10-7, a bit of a problem. He's got top pair turns. He's got a gut shot. He had a diamond for backup, which would not have been good if a diamond had even come. So Oliver has $1 million in the middle, has his opponent drawing dead. Very clean river, no board pair, no diamond, blind on blind, 9 high flush. Thinking about value here, he's got a SPR, stack to pot ratio of about 1. Does go for the jugular, and man, tough spot. Yeah. Tough spot for Hazes, and Joyo loves it. Joyo looking for another 22 stacks coming his way. It would be a pretty remarkable.
I think probably straights jam here as well, right? I would imagine that like the minimum you would have to jam here is a straight. You block 7-5, you block 7-9, and you block flushes. I mean, yeah, he's unblock bluffs by having the 10 as well.
Yeah, exactly. So he's kind of
both cards are really good for calling essentially.
Right. Yeah, it would almost be like a bad fold that would be great, or it's such a good fold that it's almost wow. Blinds are 30K, 60K. Payouts are in your lower right, and we are watching some big action here. Geo been super aggressive. Jack 10 suited now in the small blind. He's really been attacking Oliver.
Yeah, I could see this going either way. Flat or 3-bet.
You 3-bet him so much. There it is. It's consistent.
I could see this getting 4-bet again. Seems like a very good candidate to just put in the 4-bet here. It's that or call, I guess. But calling here is also, ugh. You're in position, which is a good thing. Wow.
Gotta avoid a running straight or an ace, and he's got 952 in a row. Gonna be a
This is
board
such a
where,
blank as well.
yeah, he goes for the 285K bet out into a million. So yeah, 20, what, 25, 20, he's 30,
30.
he's got 30% bet, and Oliver's got a really tough, I mean, obviously going nowhere on this board, has thinking about what to do, I guess.
You have to call. You have to just call.
Right.
There's no way you can like try to get more money in the pot here, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually, it's not the greatest turn, right? The king queen completes. You do pick up the diamond draw for backup, and you just have the best hand as well. But
Honestly, I would much rather continue queen jack or king jack suited, I think. Something where you can at least draw to something, you know. Ace jack is like, you could be drawing dead, you could be drawing to very little outs. Oh wow. And now he has to bluff it if it goes check, which it will. I will assume Gio will check here, and then Oliver has to bluff his hand, right? He never gets here with worse hands, and he doesn't have any better bluffs. Like this has to be the nut bluff combo for him, right?
man, it's scary to bluff though. If you get checked to here, it really is kind of scary to just fire it. But you're right, you kind of have one of the best hands here. I just don't know, maybe
Yeah.
exploitatively, Oliver maybe just doesn't feel like going for it. But you're right. I mean,
Oh,
look,
you have to go for it here. You have to go for it.
you
1.5 million.
Wow, audience, tense moments here. These are one of those ones where, as Espen is illustrating, you know the right play, you know you're supposed to do it, but I know that you know, but what is my opponent going to do? And what cans, you know, it's really a hard call without a
Oh,
thing.
I
So
like it.
goes small, and Gio, who just can't really believe the run out, right? The 9 on the turn, he gets diamond, so maybe he's probably still good, and then he gets the river, and it just doesn't feel good. And well played, Oliver. Beautiful hand there.
Very nice hand. If he wins, I'm happily buying you that dinner. The only two guys I know from this four left is Ellis and Oliver. The two others I don't really know. I'm gonna try to not be too biased in my commentary.
Yeah,
but it was funny.
yeah.
Like I saw there was like some Spanish or something Instagram page that tagged me in an Instagram story a couple of days ago. And it said something in Spanish, and I had to like go into translate to figure out what it said. And it said something like world champion turned vlogger or something like that. And it was like linked to my YouTube channel or whatever. That's pretty funny. That's my goal in life, to go from world champion to vlogger.
Yeah, it's hey, listen, I said this to you before. It's tricky to go from, you know, you don't see a lot of world-class players that do a lot of content. You don't see a lot of content guys that are world-class players. So if you do both, or you're a hybrid of some sort, right? It's a dangerous combination. So I know you know what goes into it. I know you have a team behind you, and I know you're young, hungry, committed, and motivated. So, you know, I wish you I wish you the best on the journey of doing it, because you already have been doing it. So yeah, I mean, it's just, if you want it, you know, consistency, dig in, even if it's short, try to get in streams, try to get in stuff daily, give people stuff that they want. You know, I almost feel at times personally, you know, it's something where doing Twitch for years and not being able to do it from the US most of the times, traveling out of a suitcase and being all over the place, it's difficult. But you know, I love it. And I think that, again, it's just part of the journey. You have to just, like, if you do it because you love it and it's great, like, it doesn't really matter, right? What the result is. And for you, fortunately, financially, you know, you hit the 10K to $10 million score. You're not like pressed. You're not starting from nothing. You don't have any bankroll. You spending a little money on equipment or an editor or having have the bells and whistles. It's a lot. You know, I would say go for it. That was actually the one thing I would say. All right, we see 3.3 million in the middle here real quick before go to that next thought. I mean, this is going to shift that four-way tie. Oliver has a queen and the flush draw, and he slips it over. Got to be a little uncertainty, but also a bit of, you know, he's blocking the flush draw. He doesn't have a jack 10 or ace, but I mean, this is Gio. We know he has a propensity to fire. not one to give up. And ace 10 high, does it have enough showdown value, or is he going to feel compelled to bet? He doesn't bet, splurge a little on. I'm not saying go crazy, buy the top computer, top equipment, top everything, but hire some help, get some mods,
Yeah.
get a support system, and put yourself in a winning position.
Thank you. I think that's good advice. That's essentially what I'm doing now. I've hired a videographer and an editor and trying to make like high quality content, even though it costs quite a bit more than if I would just do it in a cheaper way. So I'm spending quite a bit of money now, and it feels like, yeah, I'm spending all this money, but if it leads to getting a sponsorship one day or something like that, then it's probably worth it. So I don't really see it as spending money in that sense. It's probably an investment in that sense. And if it ends up leading to nothing and I don't get a sponsorship and I spent all this money for nothing, it's still not for nothing, I would say, because if I'm happy with all the content that we're producing, which currently I am, I think the content we're creating now, the YouTube vlogs especially, are quite high quality and I'm really happy about it. So even if I'll still be happy, it's not as you said, after this summer, I'm not really that money driven in that sense anyways. If I end up losing 100K or 200K or whatever, trying to create something cool, and I create something cool without getting any ROI on it in that sense, that's still, yeah, it's fine.
Consistent people, some new faces as well. We're seeing some high intense spots here. And look at ElkY going for it with the ace 6, the 6 of hearts, and the ace blocking ace jack. King jack sticks in, and look at that. He is going to improve and check it over. And does ElkY go for it here? The 9 comes home. Very interesting spot. Matty Ice, Matt Staples, his ears were burning. He heard Streamhouse stream something, and Matt just came in, one of the most prolific Twitch streamers, content creators in the game. Jamie Staples, Matt Staples, Matty Ice in the building. Good to see you, man. Hope you're enjoying. Maybe Matt's lurking here every week and just hasn't said hi, because I mentioned his name, he just pops in. But I love it. I love that, and good to hear, man. Good to see you. We got to catch up. Been a while. This is does he go for it here, Espen?
Seems like you kind of have to, and he's not one to shy away from pulling the trigger, so I would imagine he does. It's not going to work out though, as we can see. I think I like this actually. I think I like this sizing. It's enough to fold out 2 pairs, but a jack is probably going to call you anyways. So I think this is like really good, really smart sizing from Edis.
And he says tilt. Is that a tilt and a call? Probably.
Yeah, he has to call, right?
Yeah, this is tilt is going to turn into
like he's chopping with value, right?
Yeah, 4 million. Oliver Weiss got the 4s on the button, and somehow something. Oh, the overlay message popped up. I can't see. He's got okay. Ace Jack and 4s, Ace 8. And what's his hand? We got a flat. We got a post flop situation. And once we get to 3-handed, I will do the keyword. If you do hit the thumbs up and you enter in the keyword, they are going to be eligible for $50 or $100. Pretty good shot for 100 today. A lot of love today already, man. 300 thumbs up. They must, people respect the world champ. Espen comes in here, he demands and gets respect, and that is what happens. So he is off and to a good start here for our thumbs up viewership. A lot of familiar faces, but we gotta invite Espen more often onto the show. I know he's a busy man, but again, if he's going to study anyway, if you're going to watch the show and you're available ever, we'd love to have you on as a repeat guest in the future. So we are very, very happy to have you here. And I know that you do battle with a lot of these guys. So pretty bad board for his hand. Does he ever want to get going here?
Wow.
Wow, that is something special.
I was gonna say he's probably gonna barrel off here. I would imagine pocket 4s barrels off really often on this board. But it didn't. And now he is probably gonna have to go for a small value bet on a river. It's probably gonna go check 350K or something. Decide, I guess.
I guess you're right. And depending on what Ravid does he ever block himself or goes?
Wow, he bluffs it. It might actually work, but interesting.
And people are
because what is he bluffing here? He has the bluffs. Wow.
Nice. And
This
ace
could be
king,
trouble. I
this
could see
definitely-
king 10 suited, just 3-bet calling it off here.
Yes, let me announce the winner just in case if this happens to be it. It is Luca Mandir is the winner. King Manda is the username. Congrats to you, and we are likely going to see it here. It is all in.
Congrats.
Congrats. It looks well. It's not over yet. King 10 suited.
Wow.
Oh, sweaty. Ace King needs a diamond, or this is going to be all she wrote, and it is a king, but not a
Jeez.
diamond. Top two pair. GG in the chat on GG. 353 up top. What a final table. Just over 3 hours.